You're not getting in me trouble, Maxwell. Hello, everybody. Hello, happy Wednesday. I almost fell asleep on y'all. Have forever. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Joey. Okay, so we're all shared out. Let's get to Instagram. No, I want to go live. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Hello, Suit and Tie 89. How are you? Sorry, I told. Hi, Williams Lynn Foxy 76. Hey, y'all. How are you doing this evening? So today's stories are going to be short, and then we're going to go into Q&A. So if you guys, have any business formation questions, hey, Mahogany. So if you guys have any business formation questions that you have for me, get them ready, because I don't think that our stories are going to take up the whole time tonight. So I still want to give you a quality show, so we'll do a Q&A. All right. Hello, it's Sarah, baby. A lot of you have been, really taking advantage of all the services that I offer. I've spoken to a lot of you this week. Yes, y'all are getting on it. On it. Williams Lynn Foxy said, great, ain't been here in a minute, but have saved some of the videos to replay. Oh, that's awesome. You can, and Williams Lynn Foxy. So if you ever want to watch any of the back episodes, Hey Open Arms Clinic, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube page, because I have every episode on there. So you don't even have to save anything. Just go to the YouTube page. You can subscribe to that using the link in my bio, and then you can watch all of the episodes, okay? Yes, hello everybody. Sorry I wasn't on here last night. Look, sometimes you just got to take a day for yourself, and that's what I did last night, okay? I am a big believer in self-care, and last night myself told me that it needed some care. So I took the night off. All right. I'm actually thinking about going forward, reducing the show to 3 days a week. Oh, awesome. You're welcome, Williams Lynn, because I love doing this show. Don't get me wrong, but it is a lot. Hi, Atalia. Hi, Derek Bailey. How y'all doing? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Facebook. Let me remind my Facebook friends. There is a long delay on Facebook, so it's going to take me a while to get to your comments and questions, so just be patient with me. Oh, thank you. It's Sarah, baby. Hey, Zephyrina. Boo. How you doing? All right. So we are getting started in just a couple of minutes. Ooh, y'all, I almost forgot to turn on the recording device. Yes. Okay. We're getting started in just a couple of minutes. Hey, like I said, tonight, our stories probably won't take up the entire 30 minutes. So we're going to do Q&A for the rest of the show after we're done with the stories, okay? Good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Oh, Zephyrina, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing great, to work. I'm working. I'm healthy. Um, my family is healthy and safe. So life is good. Toby is safe. I took Toby for his follow-up appointment, y'all, yesterday from the attack he had last week. Toby's A-okay. He's back to his normal self, my little baby. All right. Okay. So that is enough, blathering away on my part. It's time to get started, friends. All right. Okay. So start sharing this out. I'm about to turn on the recording. All right. Let's go. Uh, 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 All right. And here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you're wondering who I am, who is this lady on the internet? I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. When you are an official business, there's a lot of money and services and opportunities that you can take advantage of better than if you're just running your business through a social media account and, Cash App. Having your business registered is very important. So I help you get all of those things done, like registering your business with the state, getting EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, making sure you have operating agreements, contract templates, basic brand protection strategies, hiring strategies, all of those things that, build a solid foundation for your business. I help you do those things. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do those things, I'm so happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney, having one for 14 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there's just some things that you need to know. All right? And that's why I'm here. Oh, it's okay, girl. If you want to get in contact with me so that we can get your feet on solid ground in the business world, I want you to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're going to be able to purchase many of my digital products, my video trainings, as well as book a free consultation if you're a first-time client, and download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. It kind of gives you a roadmap to the steps that you have to accomplish to making your biz legit. It's going to help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Thank you, William Lynch Foxy 76. Yes. Yes. Also, ladies, next weekend, I am a featured speaker at the Power of Three Women's Virtual Summit. It is completely free to attend. It's going to be a time to empower ourselves and educate ourselves and be surrounded by like-minded people, like-minded women with goals. So if you want to attend my session or attend the entire conference, which is completely free, go to the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting, NPL Consulting Firm, and reserve your spot. Williams Lynn says, standing on the rock with Natalie's assistant. Oh, that makes me feel so good. I'm going to take a picture of that. Sorry, y'all. Yes. Actually, let me take a better picture because this one got my mouth all open. All right, yes. Yeah, so go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm to see all of the things that I do, all right? But that's enough about me. Let's talk about the show. The way that the show works is I pull stories that you lovely people send to me that I find on different blog sites that I get Google alerts about, and I pull the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them. All right. So this is a time for you to participate. I want to hear I'm not going to hear you, but I want to see your questions. I want to see your comments. Don't be afraid to use that comment box. I am going to be checking in with you to make sure that you're paying attention. All right. So, it's fun when we all participate. So don't be afraid to chime in on the conversation. Okay. There are no stupid questions. We are all here to learn. All right, so we are going to get started. All right. How many of you guys here remember Toys R Us? If anybody here has ever been to Toys R Us, if you ever purchased anything at Toys R Us, if you have heard of Toys R Us, give me a giraffe in the comments. Why a giraffe? Because Toys R Us's original mascot was a giraffe. So, if you know what Toys R Us is, give me a giraffe emoji. Y'all thought I was going to say T, didn't you? No. I'm making sure you're paying attention. Give me that giraffe. All right? Now, this story that we're talking about, it takes place in Canada, but I think it's a really great example for us to pay attention to. Hi, Jamie Trey. I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm sorry. Yes, but this has to do with Toys R Us in Canada. Apparently, well, not apparently, but if you didn't know, in the entirety of, thank you, Jamitra, in the entirety of Canada, recreational cannabis is legal. So you have businesses popping up all the time. All right. So you're probably thinking, Toys R Us and cannabis, what do those things have to do with each other? They shouldn't have anything to do with each other. And Toys R Us is doing their due diligence to make sure that people leave them alone. So in Canada, in British Columbia, Canada, a cannabis dispensary a cannabis dispensary opened up, and they call themselves, thank you for the giraffes, guys. Oh, I'm a Toys R Us kid. Yes. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I remember the song. But yes, so a dispensary opens up in Canada, and guess what they call themselves? I want you guys to guess what they call themselves, all right? What do you think this Canadian recreational dispensary called themselves that made Toys R Us perk up their ears? What do you think they called themselves? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with, from bikes to... Sorry, I got lost. But what do you think they call themselves? All right, I'm going to give y'all like 15 more seconds because I don't want the people in podcast land to be left hanging, okay? So I think we're down to 10 now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Y'all really don't know? Thank you for the giraffe, Italia. 3, 2, 1. All right. So this dispensary called themselves Herbs R Us. Okay. So obviously Toys R Us. Zephyrina said Podhead Kid. Williams and Foxy said not Weeds R Us. No. They called themselves Herbs R Us. Okay. So Herbs R Us, you know, they're doing their thing in Canada, and Toys R Us said skirt on 22s. Hold on. Excuse me. We have a trademark on Toys R Us. And not only do they call themselves Herbs R Us, they pretty much formatted it, High Sincere 39, they pretty much formatted it the same way that Toys R Us did. So they had Herbs and then the R and then Us, right? Oh, Sincere 39, you trying to catch up? So Toys R Us, they, you know, with you know, as they should have, they lodged a complaint for trademark infringement because Toys R Us, they're the ones who are known out there as the R Us people. Actually, I think the only other business I know that has that same kind of format is Babies R Us. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like they're associated with Toys R Us. Anyway, Toys R Us lodged a complaint. They lodged a lawsuit against Herbs R Us in Vancouver, Canada. And even in Canada, look, Canada may be one of the most laid-back countries in the world, but they are still about that trademark life. Canada's courts said, absolutely not, Herbs R Us. You are violating Toys R Us's trademark. There is a possibility of confusion out there if people see Toys R Us and Herbs R Us, and Herbs R Us has lost and they have to change their name. Now, in the meantime, they have to pay $15,000 in damages to Toys R Us, and they also have to pay $15,000 another $15,000 to Toys R Us because it cost $15,000 to litigate the case. Oh, Open Arms Cleaning said Toys R Us and Babies R Us are from the same people. Right. So Toys R Us is very strategic. You like that name, Derek? Sincere 39, I just got your commentary. Toys R Us and Babies R Us are from the same people. Right. So, and that makes sense. Toys R Us deals with children's toys. Babies R Us deals with baby things. So Toys R Us is very strategic about who they're, hey TJ, about who they're going to share their name with. So for you to be a cannabis company, something that is absolutely not associated with children, Toys R Us as a company out here, whether or not, I'm assuming they're still in business in Canada. Didn't they go out of business here? Anyway. So Toys R Us, they still have, whether or not they're in business, they still have the power over their trademarks. So it is their duty to defend that trademark because who knows, they might be opening up again, you know, and they want to keep their name, they want to keep their name safe. Williams Lynn Foxy said, mind you, Toys R Us is still getting that cheese even in bankruptcy. Girl, bankruptcy does not mean that a business is broke, y'all. When big companies file for bankruptcy, that does not mean the company is broke. It means that the company is trying to reshift their assets so they can be more liquid. It is a way for them to stop the hemorrhaging and stop the collectors from coming to collect. It is not usually, for the most part, if the company is big enough, filing for bankruptcy is not an indicator that they are going out of business, okay? Zephyrina said, yeah, we don't have any Toys R Us here that I know of. Yeah, I haven't seen a Toys R Us in, I can't even say how long. But in business or not, Toys R Us is still out here defending their name and yes, collecting that money. So don't think that just because Toys R Us is sitting on the bench for a little while that you can come and take their name or do anything with it because they're still going to come after you. Like Hertz, Sincere 39, you mean like Hertz, the rental company? Did they go out of business? Or did they file for bankruptcy? I have not been paying attention to Hertz, so I don't know. But yes, but the reason why I picked this case is one, to let you know that trademark laws, they are worldwide and you can get them, you can get this work anywhere. And two, just because a company might be out of business or filing bankruptcy does not mean that they no longer have the right to defend their intellectual property. Williams Lynn Foxy said, that's right, it's still in their name. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. So that is our first story. And then we are moving on to our second story. And then we are going to have Q&A for the rest of the show. Okay. They filed for bankruptcy. Okay. All right. Yeah. So just because Hertz filed for bankruptcy doesn't mean that Hertz is not going to be out here. Are they still renting cars? When they file for bankruptcy, what that means is it gives them an opportunity to tell all their debt collectors, hold on, give me a second. Let me go see what I got in my accounts. Let me go see what I can work out. Okay. So that's what it usually means when these big companies file for bankruptcy. All right. All right. So we are moving on to our next story for the evening. I want to remind you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you're out here wanting to get in these business streets, you need to be armed with knowledge. All right. Knowledge is power. So book your free consultation. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and come talk to me. All right. I'm waiting for you. TJ Ware said, I saw that they were selling a lot of their cars for the low. Yeah, they're trying to become more liquid. Hertz is trying to generate money. Atalia Young said, Toys R Us opened some stores during the Christmas season. Okay. Sincere 39 said, their stock is 80 cents. Now, Hertz's stock is at 80 cents. I might need to buy me some just in case they come back. Let me buy me like $10 worth of stock from Hertz. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you for the tip, Cynthia 39. Hey, Brittany. Guys, Okay, I don't like. I know I sweat her, but my girl Brittany, she just popped on Shop Best on the Yard on Instagram. She makes these amazing tumblers, and I got my parents some for Christmas. And to this day, my mother raves about her cup. She makes amazing tumblers. If you want custom items for your loved ones, for anybody in your life, and you don't just want generic, you know, gifts, go see my girl Shop Best on the Yard, okay? Um, Shop Best on the Yard said, whose stock is 80 cents? Hertz, the car rental company. Hey, King Tax Services, my girl King Tax Services is on here too, all right? She's out here. She's gonna get your money right, and she does a live stream like 2 nights a week. Go follow King Tax Services 18. But yes, all right. Break is over. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Oh, wait. That reminds me of a hip-hop song that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Anyway, anybody here know who Kanye West is? Anybody here know who Kanye West is? If you know who Kanye West is, give me a teddy bear emoji. Why a teddy bear emoji? Because Kanye West's first album was called College Dropout. It was an amazing album, and on the cover was this giant teddy bear mascot wearing a backpack. Okay? Yes, greet each other in the comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Is that a bear? That looks like a tiger. King Tax Services. I want a teddy bear. Give me a teddy bear emoji. I want, the squishy teddy bear that you hug. I want a teddy bear emoji. Yeah, the best album had, yes, the teddy bear had the best album. I want my teddy bear emojis. Yes, thank you, Zephyrina. I got my bears. Thank you, Sincere39. All right. Now we know that Kanye has, branched out into the realm of fashion. He has his music. He has his clothing line. How many of you would be interested in a beauty line from Kanye? How many of you would be interested? Thank you, TJ, for the bear. How many of you guys would be interested in possibly, a skincare line from Kanye? Carol Baskin. Yes. Would you guys be interested in a Yeezy skincare or beauty line? Give me a yes or a no in the comments. If you would be here for a Kanye West beauty line, give me a yes. If you're like Kanye, stick to music and clothes, give me a no. Let me know. What do y'all think? I personally am not interested in a Kanye West beauty line. Sincere39 said not me. King Tax Services said not. Anybody else? Is there anybody who would be interested in a Yeezy beauty line? Well, whether or not you are interested, a Shop S on the Yard said no. Atalia Young gave me a bear. Thank you. Zephyrina said no. Oh, y'all are not here for Kanye's beauty. TJ said and TJ is in the beauty industry. If TJ is like all right. Well, no matter your thoughts, Williams Lynn Foxy said no as well. Nobody is here for a Kanye skincare line. Kanye is doing it anyway. Kanye West has filed a trademark application for Yeezy Beauty. He is coming out with his own beauty and skincare line. Now, he has trademarked Yeezy for the areas of makeup, eyelashes, facial masks, nail polish, hair products, moisturizers, bath gels, body oils, shaving cream, perfumes, toothpaste, deodorant, and aromatherapy. Shop S on the Yard said he is fashion ain't too good either. Yes, I said it. Girl, I agree. TJ Ware said, of course he is. Yes, apparently Kanye West is following he's a Gemini. What you trying to say about Geminis, TJ? I'm a Gemini. Kanye is following in the footsteps of his wife's family and getting into the beauty biz. It is of note. I do want to note that Kanye West did the same thing a few years ago for his mother's name, Donda, but he never came out with any merchandise, so the trademark is pretty much dead. TJ Ware said $20 toothpaste. $20 if we lucky, girl, okay? King Tax Services said he's doing too much. I'm not against people branching out into different areas, but I feel like it should be in an area that people know you for, okay? As much as I don't necessarily care for the Kardashians, people know them for fashion and makeup and skin, so I expect them to come out with beauty products. I don't associate Kanye West with makeup, eyelashes, nail polish, hair product. Kanye don't even have hair. I would associate him with shaving cream or deodorant or the toothpaste or, like a cologne. Williams Lynn Foxy said he need to go sit down. Y'all are not here for Kanye and this beauty line. All right. But whether or not you are here for it, he is coming out with it, and it's going to be under the Yeezy mark. So, we want to commend Kanye for protecting his intellectual property, even if we don't necessarily care for the products that are coming out. Okay. Williams Lynn Foxy said, yes, the Kardashians are known for our fashion, and adding as their own. Zephyrina is laughing her butt off. Yes. But, I don't know. Maybe I might pick me up a Kanye, body oil or something, or a Kanye. Yeah, that'd probably be it. Kanye body oil. I could do that. Or maybe aromatherapy. I ain't buying no $20 toothpaste. I just went to BJ's and got me a year's worth of toothpaste. Okay. You found the bear emoji. Yes, girl. Thank you. Never give up. Never give up. But yes, so keep an eye out for Kanye's beauty line probably coming to a department store near you if he doesn't sell it on his own website. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said at the top of the show, our stories are a little short today, so I wanted to use the rest of today's show for Q&A or to have discussions or to tell me anything interesting that you've been seeing, in the news as it pertains to business and what's happening. What do you guys think about all of these companies who are suddenly changing their policies? Today, look, Aunt Jemima, they're going to have to change their whole logo now because they are dropping the Aunt Jemima name because they've just come to the realization that it's racist. So now they have to change their entire logo. They might even have to change their entire product name. What do you guys think about these companies who are finally, after a long time, changing some of these long-standing logos? Or, do you have any personal questions about your own business? Because I would love to get your opinions about what's happening. Or has there been anything that you've been seeing that you're wondering how that's going to impact your business? King Tax Service said, Corona's still here. Great excuse not to go out and shop his line of beauty. That's that's true. Everything's going online. I mean, that's very true. It may not be in a department store. Sincere39 said they should have done that years ago. I don't eat pancakes anyway. Zephyrina said, well, I love Aunt Jemima. Zephyrina, if you don't know, the derivation of Aunt Jemima, the character is actually has racist roots. And while we don't talk about it, but it is there. So the company that puts out Aunt Jemima with all of, the protests and things that are happening and the shift in the country, they're coming to terms with the fact that this person, this character that they have had as the face of their product is racist and they have to change it. If you didn't know, in the beginning, Aunt Jemima, she had a scarf and like a pitcher, and that was like the quintessential image of a servant. And now they know that this is not going to happen. That this isn't going to be tolerated anymore. So not just them, but a lot of companies are changing their policies. Williams Lynn Foxy said they knew it was racist. They know how to market to the masses because our dollars matter. Shop Best on the Yard said, all that's cool, but we asked for equality and police reform. So if that's coming too, then cool. But if not, keep it the same and make some real change. Williams Lynn Foxy said they can call it I'm a syrup. Zephyrina said, ouch. Yeah, Zephyrina, there's a lot of things that we have, as a country, we don't like to talk about because we don't like to be uncomfortable. But this is a time of having those uncomfortable conversations. And I want to be able to have those uncomfortable conversations with you guys because this is a place where I want us to be able to learn from one another. And it can extend beyond business. We are all here. We are all people. We have different experiences. So it's a great place for us to be able to hear different perspectives. Williams Lynn Fox said, yes, the photo of Hattie McDaniels. Sensei 39 said, yes. Zephyrina said, they did that with the Native American lady on the butter as well. Yes, everybody's coming down, Zephyrina. Zephyrina said, I understand. I'm glad you understand, hon. I love that you are open to, other opinions. That really makes me feel good. TJ said, I actually got an email from Patreon today speaking out against racism and injustice. It wasn't surprising, but they were saying they would be donating to the Black Lives Matter Fund and also highlighting and opening up new opportunities for Black users. I also learned of a Black-owned syrup company today. Yeah, all of these companies are coming out with these new policies. It's Uncle Ben's Rice. Sincere 39 asks who is uncomfortable. Sincere, when I say uncomfortable, I mean these conversations are not the easiest to have. Even amongst my family, we have differences. We have a group chat. And amongst ourselves, we have different opinions over how things should be run. That we are not a monolith as people. Everybody has their own ideas. Everybody has their own experiences, even if you have a similar background. So it's really important for us to have conversations and have our opinions, and talk to each other so we can know our opinions and understand where they come from and learn from each other. Okay. Okay. Shop S in the Yard said, there's a lot of history that's hidden and denied because it makes the majority uncomfortable. Netflix donated 100, Sincere 39 said, Netflix donated 120 million to HBCUs. Williams and Foxy said, be careful when donating. There are two movements for Black Lives Matter. So all of these things are important. Look at these companies and how important we as consumers are, right? These companies, they have very recognizable brands. They don't want those brand names to be tarnished. So they are getting out here and they are saying, hey, this brand, we want you to keep liking our brand. So we're doing something so that you don't associate this brand with negativity. The Black Lives Matter thing, I have heard that too, and I have not done enough research to speak on that. If somebody, has resources, please go check out their resources. But while I have heard that there are two Black Lives Matter foundations happening, I don't have any, any information as to that. But getting back to these businesses, do you think that these policy changes, is that enough? Do you think that these policy changes are going to be enough for these companies to resolve their consumers' issues with their past? Is it enough to just change the name from Aunt Jemima? Is it enough to donate money to different foundations? What do you think these companies can do to really show that they are dedicated to combating racial injustice, that they are committed to equality amongst all people? Because this is a big question now, right? Sincere 39 said, no, it's not enough. Okay. And that's fair. What do you think would be enough? What do you think these companies can do to show that they are really committed to this? Because it's great to send emails and have commercials and all these things. But if you're saying that one of the pillars that you're going to be basing your company on now is racial justice and equality, what are you really doing to show your consumers that you're doing that? Okay. Atalia Young said a photographer lost business because of her support for Black Lives Matter. She said no refund to the couple and she is donating the money to Black Lives Matter. She said no refund to a couple and okay. Atalia, can you restate that? What do you mean she lost business? What do you mean that she lost business? Can you elaborate on that? King Tax Services said, no, it's not enough. How long will they stay committed? Shop Best on the Yard said, right. So yeah, so, we've got to, if you're a company and you're saying that one of the pillars of, what your company is going to stand for is justice and equality, how are you doing that? What are you doing to affect real change? How are you going to make your brand stand out amongst all of these other brands that are sending out emails and doing press releases, because now people aren't just looking for the press releases. They're looking for the actual change. Okay. Williams Lynn Foxy said, one is the foundation itself and the other is the movement. No, in my opinion, because they can still hide behind their ideology. Show me in black and white on paper. Right? Okay. All right. But what does on paper look like? Violet Owl. Hey, Violet Owl Creations. What does on paper look like? Right? Because the company, Quaker Oats is the company that puts out Aunt Jemima, right? So they're not putting out Aunt Jemima anymore. What can Quaker Oats do besides changing Aunt Jemima to show you that they are committed to, racial sensitivity and justice? What could Quaker Oats do? Okay. And we're gonna have this conversation for like 3 more minutes and then we're gonna close out for the evening. Okay. But yeah, what do you think they can do? What do you think? I know it's a little bit of a heavy conversation today, but I do want to talk about it because even in the midst of everything, what's happening out in the world is impacting business, and we need to know how to move forward, right? We need to have these conversations. You missed the question. I said, taking an example of Quaker Oats, which is no longer using Aunt Jemima as a logo or the name of their pancakes, what do you think besides stopping the use of Aunt Jemima? What can Quaker Oats do to show that they are committed to racial equality and justice? What do you think? What do you guys think? Hey, 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 hey. Sorry about the silence podcast, but we have this is a family conversation. We gotta have some serious conversations sometimes. So if you hear some dead air, it's okay. Shop Best on the Yard said Quaker Oats needs to stop funding Trump's campaign. I did not know that they donated to Trump's campaign. That is good to know. All right. Well, I guess it's store brand oatmeal for me all the way. Or black owned. Violet Owl Creation said pay what they owe to the family. 2, long-term hiring practice changes. Shop Best on the Yard said, and start donating the same amount of funds to social injustice reform. Those are really great ideas, guys. Shop Best on the Yard said Quaker is owned by PepsiCo. Oh, I didn't know that. Atalia Young came back with the story. The couple asked for a refund. They no longer wanted her support because of her support of Black Lives Matter. She referred them back to the no refund policy per the contract. Yes, and that's why you have contracts. Okay, if y'all missed it, Atalia Young said there was a photographer who had lost business because they were a supporter of Black Lives Matter. A couple tried to cancel their photo shoot and get a refund because she was a supporter of Black Lives Matter. But the contract they signed stated no refunds. So old girl said, you're not getting your money back. And on top of that, I'm taking that money and I'm donating it to Black Lives Matter. So you see where contracts comes into social justice? Yes. Yes. I love to see it. Okay. Well, luckily I was never a Pepsi fan. Shop Best on the Yard. Williams Lynn Foxy said, service to underserved. Have the real conversation that race exists in their corporations. Most of these companies know that if we as a people stop spending our money, it changes the narrative. Shop Best on the Yard said, yes, per the contract. Y'all, yes, I love this commentary. That's right. Real inside change. Hi, Diamond Sweat, Aquafina. We're about to close out, my dear. We just had a wonderful conversation here about company policies and the changes that we're seeing, in the news. So go back and watch, the whole show. You're going to love it. I want to say good night to everybody. Thank you so much for your participation tonight. It was so fun. I will be back tomorrow with more stories. If you guys find anything that you want me to talk about, please, 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 please send it my way. I love when you guys send me stories. Thank you to those of you who checked up on Toby. I appreciate it. You know, he had his follow-up yesterday. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Go book your consultations. Go grab the video trainings. Ladies, go get your spot for the Power of 3 Virtual Women's Summit. It's completely free to attend. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Williams and Foxy said, ask your corporations what their boards look like, because if you ain't from my community, you could never understand. So they need to from that perspective. Totally agree with you, my dear. All right. Good night, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Empowerment Summit. Yes, I love these ideas, Williams Lynn. Keep them coming.